John, let's start as we usually do post match. Thoughts from you on the 90 minutes that we just experienced?
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was quite, as the scoreline would suggest, a very even game. Not a lot in it. Both teams had their spells in the game. I thought we started really well. I thought Dunfermline then came into the game, and I think it kind of like flowed back and forward in the first half. I thought the second half we were the better team. I thought we passed the ball really well in the second half, and the openings opened up, and we got into situations, wider areas. We got some crosses in the box. Louis, tested the goalkeeper. Jamie McDonald with a great save in the first half. So I think the game was. I thought overall, I think we just maybe shaded it overall, but a very even game. Dunfermline were always going to be better organised in the last game. They tried to make it difficult. They tried to play in the counter attack. They tried to force us to give the ball away in bad areas and then try and hit us. Fortunately enough, even when we did lose possession, we managed to defend the situation. So I thought, Davo and Benny were excellent tonight. Jamie McDonald made a great save. The midfield, it was a different kind of game tonight for them, but I thought they battled their corner really well, and eventually produced some quality that in another day would have got us in and got us goals. Two strikers worked particularly hard. So yeah, to come here, Dunfermline have got a good home record. We go away from here with a clean sheet. No had too many of them recently, so having lost the 4 goals against Hearts on Friday night, we've managed to get a clean sheet, and that can only help everyone.
Yeah. So the headlines are clean sheet, game of two halves. I thought it was a positive that the second half we were more on the front foot than we were in the first half. Is that how you saw it?
I thought we did better. I don't think it was a game of two halves. I thought we were every bit as good as Dunfermline in the first half, but I thought we were a better team in the second half. When everyone's got all the energy, it's always harder to break them down. When you're going to play against a team who's set up to stop you playing and to work on counter-attacks, eventually they'll run out of steam, So when they've got the energy, is at the start of the game. So it's always going to be harder to break them down in the first 45 minutes, because that's when they've got the energy. If you keep moving the ball about and they have to keep moving and run, eventually they'll get tired. And that's when you've got to try and take advantage. And that's probably why the second half was better, because they couldn't continue to do that. We got that little bit more time in the ball, and then you pass it. And that's what happened. And that's why the openings came. We didn't quite get the final ball right. We didn't quite get on the end of the final ball as much as we'd have liked. But we go again on Saturday to try and do that.
Overall, it was a great ad for Fife football, and at half time, that Saturday's game, it's all to play for, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. No, it's a great advert for Championship football. There wasn't goals, and we've played in some really good 0-0s. There was a great 0-0 up at Inverness. There was a great 0-0 against Ayr United. We've had 2 great 0-0s with Inverness, but Ayr United with a great with regards to the standard of football and the goal attempts. And tonight was just another one of those games where every player gave absolutely everything they had. Every player was very committed. Every player tried to do the best they possibly could. And unfortunately it's been a 0-0, but it's everything to play for, as you say.
When you talk about players, hard work and maximum effort, Ross Matthews embodies that amongst others in the squad. He did well the time he was on the pitch. What was the issue with him, and how's he going to be, do you think?
Well, Ross has not played since the last Dunfermline game. He's been out since then, and he took an injection into his toe. His toe's been giving him the boiler. About 8-9 days ago he took the injection, so he's not done an awful lot in that time. He's been in the gym, but he's not been able to kind of run until the last few days there, so he just kind of tightened up a little bit. Ross is somebody who puts every ounce of effort into the game. He runs and he runs and he runs, and he strikes up a great balance in the midfield for us, so he's a very important player to us. So it was a matter of tightened up. We've got him off. I don't think there's any damage done, but we'll need to assess that. We're in tomorrow. We'll assess our injuries. We'll go through a recovery session. The process, is starting already for Saturday.
And finally, in such a key game, such a tight game, it was great that Jamie McDonald dug us out with a great save to deny the Pars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what he's there for. if goalkeepers don't make saves, they're no goalkeepers, you know. I mean, that's what they've got to do. That's what he's paid for. He's paid to make saves. But we're glad he did, and it was a great save. Yeah, it was a great save, and so that's how we got a clean sheet. I think we've had more clean sheets this season than previous, and a lot of that goes down to the defence and the whole team and Jamie.
Great. Well, John, it's set up great for Saturday, and we look forward to seeing you in action at the weekend.
Thanks, Neil.